Welcome back to Containerization Crash Course. My name is Jeff Krakenberg and Christmas Tree. So today we're going to push for a little bit more familiarity with our containers with Docker, and that is by introducing a essential component called Dockerfile. So first thing you're going to want to do is just touch your Dockerfile. Not really. This is something that needs to be managed, right? I'm just in my home directory for my user. And the Dockerfile is going to be a thing that we pull instructions from to build our thing. Very descriptive. So first I'm going to make a directory, and I'm just going to call this one tell-ubu. It'll make sense in a bit. And then I'm going to cd into that tell-ubu directory. Now I have a clean space to work with. We don't have anything in here. So now I can make my Dockerfile. This is important because now the Dockerfile is in the tell-ubu directory, so when we talk about building later, we don't have to specify just a file. We can say, take everything. So if I touch that Dockerfile, that is going to create an empty file that can hold our instructions. And those instructions are things as simple as saying from Ubuntu latest. And I'll put that into my Dockerfile. Right, and all that's saying is from the image of Ubuntu latest, it's our starting point. What image are we going to be using? Now I can go ahead and put in another instruction. I could say run apt update -y. Let's do that. You probably don't need the -y, it's not going to ask you much. But what this is going to say is from Ubuntu latest, run the command apt update at build, which we'll get to. And then we'll also add in run apt install telnet -y into our Dockerfile. Yes, telnet is an insecure network protocol, but it is going to be something that we can use really quick. So what this says is from Ubuntu latest, run apt update y, run apt install telnet y. We could have combined those two with the and like I did when I made and moved into tell-ubu, telnet, ubu, Ubuntu. But this is going to be the next step. Once I have that, we can verify that it looks right. It's just 3 quick instructions, right? So let's see if it works. I'll do docker build, and I'll give it the tag of tell-ubu, and then the dot at the end to symbolize my current directory so that it pulls from where I'm at. And it's going to go ahead and build. See, it's actively running that apt update. Run is one of the more common instructions inside of a Docker file. It runs that command at build, right? So it is essentially grabbing Ubuntu, running update, and then running install telnet. And so now if I do docker images, I have tell-ubu latest, which is mine. That's not anybody else's. So let's say I do docker run it tell-ubu bash. I now have this, and I could go telnet, telehack.com, and look at a fancy fish aquarium, all from just a Docker container. So that is going to be the introduction to Dockerfile. You can do so much more. In the next video, we'll cover a bunch more instruction type commands that you can do, like from and run.